The purpose of the Global CFO Council is to provide an educational and networking forum for senior financial executives in order to share best practices, discuss current financial issues, and to learn about current topics related to the performance of their jobs. Membership is open to senior financial executives including CFOs, financial VPs, and treasurers. We hope that you'll become a member of the Global CFO Council today. To join, please visit the membership tab at globalcfocouncil.com.
Good morning, Elena. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing fantastic today. Thank you.
I am excited to get to talk to you. Elena Lokchina is the CFO and Chief Administration Officer at Architects Alliance in Ontario, Canada. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I think you got your MBA from, I'm going to not pronounce this correctly, Laurentian University?
Laurentian? Almost.
It was really close. I'm giving myself an 87% for that. I think you are either a CPA or chartered accountant.
Correct.
It looked like you are a super volunteer on a lot of organizations, but in particular, a board volunteer with Financial Executives International, FEI. And I am super excited to get to talk to you today.
Okay, let's do that.
Elena, question number one, what is your favorite business book and why?
My favorite business book lately is Lean In, Women, Work, and the Will to Lead. This book was written by Cheryl Sandberg. This is a game-changing book for women who balance life, work, and progress in the business as a business leaders. The author of this book, Cheryl Sandberg, is the Chief Operating Officer at Facebook. She is sharing her experience in corporate leadership and how she became an executive at successful startup companies. And while she is trying to balance her family life, she's been talking about her progress in his professional. This book struck me and it became number one in my list lately. The content of this book touches on everything from how to find a mentor in the workplace, how to negotiate for what you want, voice your opinion, become a leader in your organization, and at the same time, maintain an equal partnership in your home life and what is true equality and should look like in the workplace. She is also sharing her experience in as a leader in Facebook, Google, and even US Treasury Department. I would say that her book is a strong call to action. Her idea is just look at successful men, leaders, how they look at their failures and what this teaches you as a woman. Being a woman, we tend to often to overthink and hesitant to take new responsibilities. And Cheryl Sandberg in her book truly restarted the important conversation around the world, how to get women to more equal level in the workplace. And her work is encouraging young women to progress in business world and to make this world a better place tomorrow.
I have not read that book. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was written in 2015 and published later. So, and I came across this book just last year, very recently, and I was amazed. And then I was following her on LinkedIn, and she had lots of speeches in front of women in different events for women, and she really encouraged women across the world to progress in their professional life and how to balance their personal life and professional life. So it's very interesting.
That part's hard. Any particular tip? The balance part. How it's I'm not sure anybody's figured that out. Has she figured it out? How do you balance that dichotomy, trying to be two people or in two places at one time? Work and
Actually,
family.
it's the same person, not in two places in one time. It's the same person all around, and that's the main part. So you kind of you have time for your professional life, for your professional development, and you always find time for your family. She was a perfect mother, and she has complicated actually personal life, but anyways, she overcame it, and she had some challenges on the way. But she encouraged women in terms of finding mentor is very important, to find somebody who will teach you how to behave in different situations, and look at your, like say, male co-workers, how they progress, how they became leaders, why they progress. So take them as an example.
Elena, I'm excited about question number 2. What is the best advice that you have ever received?
I was thinking about it, and I had a lot of advices during my lifetime, but one of the amazing and kind of life-changing for me was advice I received from Lynn Trudeau, one of the leaders of FEI Canada, about 10 years ago. And at the time, she was a leader and she was a CFO in FEI Canada. She told me, if you truly believe in something and have your expertise and deep knowledge, you want to make sure that you are heard. She told me to be bold and not to be scared, and to take on new responsibilities. Speak up for yourself. Tell yourself you can do it. Her advice helped me to become more vocal, encouraged me to accept the CFO role in my company. I remember how I was hesitant and asked myself if I can do it. At that time, I already had my CPA, MBA, and had experience in management positions, but I still was kind of overthinking if I deserve it. And she told me, learn to say out loud, I am a CFO. It was so funny for me, but that was kind of, this advice encouraged me and add confidence in myself, and allowed me to change the pattern I was using all the way when I was thinking and evaluating my abilities. And it's funny that Cheryl's book came many years after I received that advice, but it's kind of similar. So I received this advice much earlier, and just this book confirming that, and maybe adding more tips to my career.
And so important that self-talk, that it's positive, that it's encouraging. We have this inner dialogue with ourselves. It needs to be positive, and we all make mistakes, but you've got to allow yourself, you got to forgive yourself of those mistakes and move forward. And that inner conversation, you're so true. It's so correct that it needs to be positive. And I like that. I need that today, Elena. I needed that today. This is a good reminder. Question number 3, and you've answered these so fantastic. The bar has been set very high. What tool or habit have you recently picked up that you have found beneficial?
Okay, I'm proud about one tool. I would say it's again about my professional tool, upgrading the existing ERP system to the new, very advanced ERP system, Vantage Point. It was a very exciting tool, and it's also allowed us to add additional module to our existing system. We already use Deltek product, Deltek Vision, but Deltek Vantage Point is more advanced tool which allowed us to connect to the system from anywhere in the world, and also planning model. That is a that's my proud. I'm proud that we implemented this tool in our company, which allowed us to put the right people on the right projects at the right time, build profitable project plans so we can boost utilization of the projects and balance the workload and quickly adjust resources to meet challenging market demands. But of course, I couldn't do it without my team who was helping me to implement this tool.
Well, I also work at a professional service firm as the CFO, and we use Deltek, but we haven't upgraded to Vantage. And so now you've got me excited. I hear the salespeople talk about it, but you kind of wonder, you're like, it can't be that good.
Oh, I can talk a lot about Deltek product. So if you use Deltek Vision, probably it's a great tool, but Vantage Point is more advanced. That we don't need to use, for example, parallel system, Microsoft product. We use Mac computers, and our project managers now totally engaged in managing project because they don't need to log in different system, just log in once, and they can do planning.
Wow. Wow. First of all, I'm just impressed that you finished an ERP implementation. That seems to go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And on.
Yes.
But the fact that you still like the product after you've implemented it means it's really good. So I've double underlined Deltek Vantage Point. So I'm going to check that out right after this this call. Question number 3. Speaking of the current job, Elena, what is your favorite part of your current job?
Is playing the leading role in building the strong financial team and cross-functional teams. I am also involved in so-called committees in my company, which is strongly cross-functional teams, human resources, IT management, business development, and office management. As we've been growing over the last 3 years and took really sharp growth in the last year, we added about 25% new employees and had to rethink our succession and retention strategy. And we continue experiencing the competition on the job market, finding the right people with the right skills, especially highly skilled architects. The best part of my role is to lead my team and create the value of the team efforts. The strong and happy team is the prerequisite to the success. I'm investing a great deal of my time in training, guiding, and helping my team to see what is the next in their career development, how to achieve the goals in professional developments. And I think it's very important to devote time in listening to the new ideas and to make improvements. It's very important to keep two-way communication process. And also I want to add something what I really liked, enjoying to play partnership role with my professional management team of architects and help them to achieve their strategic goals, understand the financial applications over the life cycle of the project, and guide them through understanding of KPIs, and financial statements.
Well, if you can do that with a bunch of architects, you have earned your paycheck. That is hard. And I love the theme around teams that I'm hearing. I'm interested for question number 5. Elena, what's something personal that you wouldn't mind sharing about yourself with the rest of the CFO Council members?
Oh, something that I would like to share with you. As you probably already know from my LinkedIn profile, that I'm volunteering at FEI Canada, Financial Executives International Canada, and particularly Toronto chapter. I joined this organization in 2014 and started to help organizing professional development events, and then was elected to the board of directors in my Toronto chapter. And we're doing a lot of network events, which unfortunately stopped during pandemic time, but we hope to start them again, as it gives us an opportunity to meet the peers and exchange the ideas, ask the advice, and also socialize. In addition, we organize educational presentation by inviting the high-profile speakers in various fields of finance, chief economists, highly successful CFOs, innovators in automation and businesses. Also organize roundtables where we're doing the brainstorming and make the conclusions and develop recommendations. So I'm just really excited to share with you my experience in FEI. I
Great.
think it's very important role in professional and also kind of networking opportunities.
Yeah, great organization, and I think all networking and educational forums, it's a complicated process of starting the meetings again, physical interaction, and I don't think there's a right answer, but it's important. I think having the combination of both virtual and in-person networking and education is important. So I'm looking forward to seeing how FEI does it.
Okay. I think you also have in the United States FEI.
Mhm.
So it's across whole in Canada and United States.
Absolutely. Question number 6. It happened so fast. Elena, what is something that I should have asked you, but I didn't? And what is your answer to that?
It's a very interesting question. I thinking about my engineering background. I'm trained engineer by my first education, and probably it helped me to be more round person and to understand my peers, architects, what they're facing and their challenges, and to I would say to be more developed person professionally. And I would say don't be scared to change. If you start learning something, if you decided to explore something new and you liked it, don't be scared to change. It's always kind of give you more skills, more knowledge, and definitely help you in your future professional life.
Oh, that is so strong. We're gonna end on that point. I want to repeat that because it was so powerful. Is being open to change, and I think is a really powerful habit, and that flexibility. Noticing a theme here, Elena, around flexibility and balance and openness and flexibility throughout all of your answers. And I have very much enjoyed getting to talk with you today. Thank you for speaking with us and sharing a little bit about your journey thus far as a senior financial executive.
Thank you. I really enjoyed talking to you today.
Have a great day.